Hello everyone. How are you? Blessings. Well, Gaza fan, dancehall music fraternity, family members and friend of dancehall artist Adidja Palmer, aka World Boss Vybz Kartel. The verdict is in, and it's not what you want to hear. Vybz Kartel and his co-accused remains in custody until there is a verdict on whether or not the Jamaican Court of Appeal decide there should be a retrial or not. Poor anxious fans gathered at the detainee entrance of the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston shortly after it was revealed that Vybz Kartel and his co-accused won't be released from prison today. Tearful eyes, sad eyes, hurt and disappointed faces. However, truth be told, dancehall artist Vybz Kartel was not in court. However, dancehall entertainer L.A. Lewis, he is not missing a moment to sell himself, and he's not missing a beat. He was also on the ground. No surprise here, as L.A. Lewis is from the people, for the people. And anywhere the gathering is for anything, worse if it is important or it draws attention and public interest, L.A. Lewis will be there. He will never miss the moment to put in his point of view. He was there comforting fans and family members and trying to gather thoughts as to what they think is the real reason for Vybz Kartel not getting bail. Even though, obviously, the judge said as the result of the ruling became public after around 3 p.m. today, May the 30th, 2024, Judge Andre Thomas, in his summation, made it quite clear in his statement that Adidja Palmer and the other co-accused men were not being detained against their constitutional rights. But will he walk free today on bail? No, as that was the main question on everyone's lips. Especially, much was expected with the filing of the Habeas Corpus case. Then there was the heightened of security in and around the area of the courtroom, and basically the whole of downtown Kingston in and around the courthouse. It seems also theatrical and dramatic. When they well and know say they were never going to release Vybz Kartel today, they made it look even extra bad, like he's some mob boss or army of gangs will rise up out of the sea and airdrop from planes and attack from ground by bikes or motor vehicles. There was just so much security detail on the ground in Kingston. It was a lot. Even though many of us well-thinking people with common sense already knew they will never let Kartel go so easy. Because worst of all, Kartel's case shows up the judiciary system we as Jamaicans will have to deal with if and ever we have to come before the laws of the land. And it also shows up how they can use the laws to sway any results they want in a certain direction at any time they see fit. It's not like we never knew this long time. We just have more proof of reference now. So whether Kartel is guilty or not, the point is, does the laws work how they are supposed to work? And most Jamaicans will never trust the laws of the land to give them true justice and treat everyone equally. Now the accused men will now just have to appear on the original date of June the 10th that was first established to hear a decision as to whether or not they will be release or go for a retrial in the murder of the Clive Lizard Williams case. That is why the lawyers for the government yesterday, while they debated the habeas corpus, the lawyers for the DPP said this hearing was premature, mean too soon, as they already had a date for June 10th, as that original date they had agreed to was time enough. So I guess we could say bringing an habeas corpus to court today was a real waste of money for Vybz Kartel, because I know going to court costs money and it wasn't done for free. Because see there, has anything changed? Only heightened anticipation and broken heart and disappointment today. So really and truly, we need to be looking forward to June 10th court case, as the prosecution is insisting that Clive William Lizard was taken out at a home owned by Vybz Kartel in Averdale, St. Andrew, over a decade ago, on August the 6th, 2011 to be exact. And the prosecutors are adamant that Vybz Kartel and his co-accused knows about Lizard loss of life. Kartel is now 48 years old, and his co-accused, they are said to orchestrate and plan the takeout of Lizard, and the prosecutors are adamant that they need to prove this, or they have proven it already. Now Vybz Kartel and his co-accused have been locked up now for over 13 years, and they have been fighting for release ever since. However, today, initially, the court hearing was for 2 p.m., but the chaos with overcrowding in the courtroom was a serious concern for the judge, who had to proceed to a much larger courtroom to hear the case, as everyone wanted to be there. Everyone wanted to witness what would have happened today. As I said, people expectation ran high. When you think about it, a lot of people, were expecting Vybz Kartel to walk out today, Even if he wasn't, say for example, freed, and he's going to go to a retrial, but them expecting at least, even for bail, they were expecting him to be freed today. And they wanted to be there to say they were there to witness this day in history. That's what it's about, because there was overcrowding in the courtroom just for Vybz Kartel case. But I guess they're going to have to wait until June 10th, 2024, which is just a few weeks away, to see what result they will get then. And let us see if the crowd is going to be thicker or less. But people expectations are running high. We don't know if it's a case where if they put him for a retrial, they will allow him to get bail because of medical reasons. So at least maybe he could go and look about his medical. Or we don't know if they will just let him go free because he has done 13 years plus. And really and truly, I'm not questioning if he's guilty or innocent. There's a lot of people that has done takeout and have gotten lesser time behind bars, and we could find the body. You have them all on videos, pictures and everything, and they still served less time. I am not a part of any of the clergy on how they make their decision and how they prosecute people, but sometimes I do wonder, because I see some crimes happen where on camera, even that young lady down, I think it's Mandeville, where the guy go in the lunchroom and out of like jealousy because she wanted to go with somebody else, point blank on camera, he took her out. And he just got like a few years, I can't remember to be exact, but it's nowhere near 13 years now, like where Kartel has been in prison. Not saying Kartel is not to be there, or not saying that he is to be there, but I'm just saying there's been a lot of crimes where everything is found and the evidence is there, video evidence is there, and so on. So I don't know how they may come to their decisions, but at the end of the day, with that in mind, a lot of people is thinking, based on the fact that they went to the Privy Council and the case was tainted, maybe thought would be put into that in terms of him never get a fair trial. In essence, even though people saying he's the one that tainted the jury, we know all of that, but at the end of the day, when they found out, they could have just done a re-trial, so at least everything can seem like it is done the proper way and so on, so there would not be any question there. But at the end of the day, that is why people are more likely thinking that if he goes to court now, consideration will be given that time served, and even if he's to go for a retrial, they would have at least let him get a chance to get bail. I don't know the thinking, but let us see on June 10th what will be result in that verdict. So in essence, the courts today have rejected the habeas corpus application submitted by Vybz Kartel's attorneys. The judge of the Supreme Court ruled that the Privy Council did not squash or acquitted the charge of murder. It still remains in effect, and there is no infringement by the court on the accused's rights, so they will remain in court until the appeal has reached its conclusion, where there is either a verdict of acquittal or retrial. So the law has spoken. So fans, friends and family, and Curious Joe, there we have it. So remember, June 10 is the official date for the next hearing in the Vybz Kartel and his co-accused case. Anyway guys, please remember to like, comment and subscribe to my platform, please. Love you all. Bye for now.